Ag AM in Kansas is brought to you in part by SureCrop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
I'm Tom Knopfsinger. I'm a veterinarian from Binkelman, Nebraska. I've practiced in the beef industry and mixed animal veterinary medicine since 1973 in Binkelman.
I'm Wade Taylor from Oakley, Kansas. Mixed animal practice for many years. Started consulting feed yards in 1995 on more full-time basis. I grew up in western Kansas. I've been practicing since 1980.
And we actually met at the inaugural series of the Beef Production Management Series at Great Plains Veterinary Education Center in Nebraska. We spent a lot of time trying to learn something about statistics, something about critical thinking, something about critical review, and it was a big burden to do that and still maintain our family and practice life. So we vowed once we got through that course that we'd find somebody to work together to institute and implement some of the things we learned there. As we left the Beef Production Management Series, we became more active in herd health medicine and consultation. Since our practices were neighbors, it became very, very clear that if we had an opportunity on the fringes of our practice territories, we just vowed to go approach that new opportunity as a team.
Initially, the meetings were educational opportunities for the veterinarians. Dr. Tom and I put together and brought in outside speakers for some of the local practitioners, young members that we enjoyed, thought had great potential to help the industry. Initially it was more for self-education of ourselves. As PAC grew, we then started looking at having a summit meeting for our clients and try to improve their educational opportunities and expose them to other great people of the industry. So Nels Lindberg put much of the meeting together this year. But we always wanted to have somebody deal with human resources and the importance that employees are to our operations, and Dr. Firkins from Illinois is that man. Dr. Dan Thompson's always a very dynamic speaker no matter what topic he has, and the veterinary feed directive and what that's going to mean to the industry is a very important topic to us. Dr. Tom?
I think what really is exciting to me is to have people like Dr. Sullivan from Australia come and give his version of heat load and cattle well-being issues that they see globally. And there's a lot of similarities across the world in cattle production. So to have the opportunity to have ideas from across the ocean, to have some of our most exciting young scientists like Dr. Joe Neary from Texas Tech. We really need sound research to make sense out of the things we've observed at feed yards and go forward with disease improvement, management improvement.
Earlier in my life, I rode bucking horses and rodeos, and my shoulders took such a beating, and that was probably the reason for having several previous surgeries on both shoulders. About a year ago, I decided that I didn't want to have another surgery. And so I contacted Kansas Regenerative Medicine, took their treatment process. It was relatively pain-free. Now, after 8 months, my shoulders have healed to the point where I think I'm probably 90 to 95% of normal. It takes a couple of months to start to see results with stem cell injections, but at about 3 to 3.5 months, I started to feel better. I started to have less pain and feel real progress. That continued to increase gradually until now at approximately 8 months. And I'm extremely pleased. I've got full range of motion. I can lift weights, I can throw, I can do a lot of things that I couldn't do without a lot of pain previously.